Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Giant Center here in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I'm James Hine alongside Del Jackson, ready to bring you action today. First game, Lancaster Mennonite takes on Antietam in the 2A District 3 final. Del, lots to look forward to here. You're very familiar with Mennonite, and Antietam is a Berks County team. I haven't been able to see them play yet today, but I'm excited to see. They have a couple of each team has a couple of players that are key to their offense, with Hector Tiburcio leading the way for Antietam with 16.6 points per game. And then you also have Josh McCoy with 16 a game for Antietam.
They got some nice size, like not huge, but 6'2", 6'3" guys, and that's really good for what we have, double A here. It's no doubt.
And then on the other side for the Blazers from Lancaster Mennonite, you have Camden Hurst. He's going to lead the way. He's 19 points per game for the Blazers. And then Jaden Mast, 11 points per game. And then they got the big guy, David Weaver, 7 points per game.
I think he's going to be the key. He was out with an injury during the year, and it seems to come on at district time. So he's a big body. He uses his left hand. He uses his right hand and post up. So I think that'll be, as we watch a game, that's going to be a key for both teams, whether Weaver can score inside and whether he can defend the bucket.
Earlier this year, LL Hoops covered the Lancaster Mennonite versus Columbia matchup. That matchup was at Columbia, and David Weaver had a big game for Mennonite to keep them in the game. Columbia pulled away late in that game, but I was happy to see how Mennonite performed. They fought hard in that game. So Mennonite winning 2 games to get here to the final, Antietam winning 1. So a fairly even matchup. I'm just excited to see how this one plays out.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a rematch for a couple of different reasons. First time they played, Mennonite won at Mennonite in December, and then they played last year for the district final. So these teams know each other really, really well.
Very familiar. So we'll see how each team makes an adjustment here against each other with the familiarity, and see if those star players can truly continue their season pace with their points per game. And honestly here, Giant Center, you got a couple of other things to factor in. It's a district final. Teams have been here before, but me and Warren Goodling were talking about it the other night a little bit with when LL Hoops covered the Lampeter Strasburg game against Shippensburg, talking a little bit about the arena. Not familiar playing in an arena. You're usually enclosed in a small gym, especially when you're in the 2A part of the district, and could take a little while for the players to adjust here. They only get a couple of minutes, 15 minutes or so to warm up.
Yeah, they didn't have a long time today, that's for sure.
So we'll see how it goes, but a good crowd on hand here for Game 2 of the day. Mount Calvary came away with the victory in Game 1. The girls from Mount Calvary are district champions. So we get ready for introductions here in the national anthem.
Let's meet the starting lineups for the double A matchup. First for the Blazers of Lancaster Mennonite, the number 3 seed with a record of 15-9. Wearing number 0 is junior David Weaver.
David Weaver first up for Mennonite.
Senior number 12, Declan Hirsch.
There's Declan Hirsch, 7 points per game for Declan Hirsch.
Junior number 21, Camden Hurst.
That's the guy you want to keep an eye on.
Yeah, he was a all-state nomination last year as well. Taylor
averaging 7 a game, and Mast 11 a game, number 25 for the Blazers.
Coach Buckwalter played for Mennonite. I don't know if you know that. Homegrown player.
I love to see that. The commitment to the school programs and the familiarity goes a long way, especially at the high school level.
All right, James, got Mentero first.
Yes, 7 points a game for him. And then we got Carson Lubis. He's a big-time role player for the Mountaineers.
Junior number 5, Jovan Holland.
He's averaging 16 a game.
And senior number 32.
And Javon Hollis, 8 points per game.
They got Hollis listed as 6'1". He looks like he's about 6'5" to me.
And sometimes those heights are a little
sometimes
off.
sometimes not good, is it?
Well, at the beginning of the season, it could be one height, and then by the end of the year.
That's true. That's true.
All right, so we're geared up for this District 3 2A championship. Lancaster Mennonite and Antietam. Special thanks to LL Hoops, our executive producer, Bruce Badgley, and our cameraman, Jordan Piper. I'm James Hine alongside Del Jackson. And today's game is brought to you by Spooky Nooks Basketball, the leader for all your basketball needs. Everything from tournaments, leagues, camps, and personal training. Spooky Nook Basketball has the answer. Get ready for tip. It's going to be David Weaver and Jovan Hollis, number 5 for the Mountaineers.
You tell me Hollis looks about the same as Weaver out there.
They are very close.
All right, looks like a little zone action here by Antietam. Maybe a 1-3-1, a point zone.
The drive on the baseline and a blocking foul called against Hollis. But a drive there by Jaden Mass to get things going.
Foul number 5, Jovan Hollis. His first team first.
There's Weaver out at the top of the key. And the ball's knocked loose. Stolen away there by Antietam. As Josh McCoy brings it up. See this Antietam offense and drive
right to
by
the
Hollis.
rack. Hollis.
Great attack in the lane by Hollis for 2. Here's Mast with it now. Gets it across. 3-point shot. No good, but a rebound and a little collision underneath.
Big collision underneath. That wasn't a little one, James. That was a big one.
Hector Tiburcio.
Oh, my gosh.
Is going to pick up the foul there.
They give it 2 on the follow.
It's Jaden Taylor. He'll shoot 2. Oh, they're going to call it on the floor now.
Oh, they weren't sure. The zone underneath by Antietam.
It was Camden Hurst who took the 3-point shot that led to that foul. We'll see if they keep shooting from beyond the arc. With that, especially with that 2-3 zone.
Yep.
Good hand there by Tiburcio.
Mennonite's trying to go inside. It's pretty obvious. So again, that the matchup inside there between Hollis and Weaver is going to be key for today's game. I almost said tonight's game, James. Almost.
We'll be here later tonight, but right now, mid-afternoon here, well, midday, 12:46 on the clock. So we got this game started a little bit early. There's Hurst, no good. Now Tiburcio brings it up. Hector Tiburcio drives.
A little Euro step and a bucket.
Nicely done there by the senior from Antietam. Antietam with a 4-point lead early. 6 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. A drive and a block there now by Hollis. But the drive from Taylor, no good as Hollis denies him.
Oh, boy, they're going right to the rack here. What do they call that on Weaver?
That's going to be the first on Weaver, and they're going to be driving that lane. He's going to be there the majority of the time, so that's something to watch as we progress here.
Sometimes these games, James, in the first couple minutes, it just seems like it's off to a slow start as they adjust to the bigger court, cooler, different times, different referees.
Shake some of the nerves out.
There's a block by the big guy.
Blocks the shot from Hollis. There's Montero, loses the handle, and Jaden Mass comes away with it. Hurst inside to Weaver. Good defense by Javon Hollis, and then looks like
stepped on the line.
Yep, Montero stepped on the baseline. Turns it back to the Blazers. Hurst to inbound. Mass with it. Cross-court pass.
Oh, boy.
Too strong. An errant pass leads to a turnover for the Blazers.
Mennonites trying to throw that skip pass against the zone. They were okay with it. First time, turnover on the skip that time. Man-to-man by the Blazers. It seems to me, James, that Antietam is really looking to drive the ball.
Yes, here goes Hollis again. Gets the floater to fall. 6-0 now as we approach 5 minutes in the first quarter.
Little 2-2-1 by Antietam, by the Mountaineers. Dropping back into their zone. This time it looks like 2-3 zone. Before it was 1-3-1, so they're changing defenses up.
Here's Mast for three. The front of the rim.
Oh,
Taylor,
nice rebound by the big guy.
Goes up, can't get it to fall, but Weaver's there to clean it up. And Lancaster Mennonites on the board.
First bucket at the 4:45 mark. Let's see if Antietam continues to drive the ball. There we go again, right into the rack.
Good ball skills by the big man, Tiburcio.
It's a kind of token pressure by the Mountaineers there. Just kind of slow Mennonite down.
As we mentioned, they're familiar with each other, so understandable for each team to be mixing things up.
A nice jumper
down the floor
by Bass. Nice jumper. Looks like Lubis is running a point here for the Mountaineers.
He's working on Declan Hirsch there now. Here's Jovan Hollis working on Weaver.
There's
Weaver
a block.
gets the hand up and blocks
And
the
a
shot
foul.
from behind.
Who they call a foul on?
I think it's going to be Tiburcio. That's going to be his second.
I mean, it seems to me, from a coaching point of view, that Antietam's driving the ball and Weaver trying to get him in foul trouble and put him back on his heels a little bit. But as we're looking at the scoreboard right now, it's Antietam that's got more fouls than Mennonite.
There's Hirsch, no good from three.
McCoy with a board.
Second foul on Mennonite here.
What we got?
25, Jaden Mast.
I tell you, James, I'm not used to keeping these, all the stats like this, but we'll try. You got me covered. I like it.
Yeah.
There's a charge.
I at least try to keep track of the fouls. It's a nice big screen right in front of us with points and fouls, too, to help us out if we get stuck. here at Giant Center in Hershey, the sweetest place on earth, and this is one heck of a place for a broadcast.
I think that was his third foul. Is that his third?
Who was? I'm sorry, I missed that foul.
I think it was 32.
32.
Hector.
It was his third then.
I think so.
So some foul trouble for the other big man.
Weaver.
There's Weaver. Nice finish. Now the drive by McCoy. He's fouled en route.
Got a lot of whistles here early. It's Mass.
So
He's got 2.
Yeah, so some of the starters getting into foul trouble early as it looks like Lancaster Mennonite has 2 subs waiting to come in. McCoy hits the first. David Shell and Miles Halverson. 3 minutes, 3 seconds left in the first. One more shot for Josh McCoy. He buries both free throws, extends the lead back to 4, 10-6.
Back to that point zone.
Here's Taylor with it now. Gets it to Shell. See if Camden Hurst can get on the board here. Their leading point scorer for the Blazers. Missed 3-point attempt. That's all he's had. They're still working it inside the Weaver, and a good block there. Weaver battling, playing some volleyball out there.
Bully ball.
Unbelievable sequence there by both teams. Great effort, good hustle.
I think that's Hollis' second, too.
That is Hollis' second. Weaver will shoot 2. A lefty puts in the first one.
He's a 6'7" junior.
Misses the second. The rebound by Noah Archambault. Now McCoy loses the handle. Weaver's there to scoop it up. Gets it ahead to Hurst. Hurst lays it in. Hollis lucky to avoid a foul there as there was contact and Hurst hit the floor.
It's like Mennonites got a little more bounce in their steps after they recovered here a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure's cranked up a little bit more. Hollis with the basketball now. Gets it off to Montero. Lubis distributes it back to Hollis. Hollis is going to drive the lane. Kicks it back out. Lubis the shot off the glass. It's good.
A banker.
Foul.
Oh, my. Oh, Lordy day. That was awesome. He got in there and he drew the contact, and I think it was a prayer, but it was answered off the banker, and then he got fouled. So, again, I think the Mountaineers are taking the ball to the rack. That's definitely part of their game today.
So the foul was on Camden Hurst, but again, a nice effort by Carson Lubis. Hurst almost turned that one over. McCoy almost stepped in, and there's Hurst driving the lane. A good defensive play. Archambault knocking that out of bounds.
We got a lot of blocks already on
We
both
do.
sides.
From all different position players, too.
Yes, different players.
Here's Shell for 3.
From distance.
Lubis tracks down the rebound and brings it up for Antietam. Archambault now.
You got 5 wide here. Little screen on the top.
Lubis cross to Archambault. Now McCoy spins in the lane. Gets a layup off. No good. Hurst the rebound. Weaving through traffic.
Going to the rack. On the Euro step with a left hand.
Coast to coast.
Wow.
For Camden Hurst. Well done. It's 12-11, and we're at 40 seconds to play in the first quarter.
I'm thinking neither of these teams going to go for a last shot here, James.
There's Archambault. Can't get it to fall. Hirsch with it. Up to Hurst.
No, I take it back.
Yeah, it looks like the Blazers are going to hold off.
Cam looked over at Coach Buckwalter and said, "All right, they're going to run the zone. Let's just be down one or up a couple." The high screen.
Hurst dribbling in between traffic again. Ball's loose. It's in the hands of Lubas. He gets it up to McCoy. Can he get the shot off?
Oh, yes.
He's got time,
Oh,
but
he
can't
missed it.
finish it. Good defense there by Declan Hirsch to make sure he didn't get that easy layup. And we head to the second quarter. 12-11 the score. Antietam with the lead over Lancaster Mennonite. A good first quarter of basketball. A lot of action. 9 fouls.
9 fouls, some blocked shots, some going to the rack, some bankers off a drive.
A little bit of everything.
A couple Euro steps thrown in just for, It's like all we're missing is a dunk. That's all we're missing.
I don't know that either of these teams dunk too much, but we'll see as the game progresses here. But a good start, fast start. The first couple minutes, they were feeling each other out. But then, as the quarter went on, it was a flurry of events. Not necessarily scoring, but events of, like you said, steals, blocked shots.
Yeah, the Antietam big guy, Hector, help me out there,
Tiburcio.
Tiburcio, him getting foul trouble has hurt them. And they have to watch. Hollis has 2 as well. On the Mennonite side, Mask has got a couple of fouls, but it looks like Coach Green is rolling out Tiburcio.
Yeah, Tiburcio is
with 3
on the floor.
All right, we'll see if Mennonite goes after him or he's just more careful on the defensive end here.
He's got 4 points.
Blocked by Weaver.
And Antietam's able to recover. Lubas has it. He gets it off now to Hollis. So Javon Hollis has his work cut out for him, being covered by David Weaver so far this game. Archambault's shot's no good. And here comes the Blazers. Mast brings it up. Works his way into the lane. Gets a
little
shot
Euro
off.
step.
No good. Rebound Montero. Lubas will run the offense. Dishes it out to Montero. He follows him. Gets the layup off and fouled in the lane. See who this is on. So Halverson picks up his first personal. Montero makes the first one. His first points of the day. And he gets them both. So 3-point lead now for Antietam. Inside to Weaver now. Puts it in nice and smooth. That's his 7th point.
He can move in there. He goes left, he goes right. He's really smooth for a big guy.
Very controlled. There's a shot from the foul line by
Hollis.
Javon Hollis.
With a crossover and a jumper.
He leads the way so far for Antietam with 6.
2 big guys doing their damage.
Turnover.
Pass.
And Tiburcio has it up to Hollis. Can't finish it, but
good
Montero's
follow.
there to follow it up.
Montero on the follow. Can't assume a layup's going to be made. You just can't do it.
Here's Halverson into the corner. Hirsch tries to get it into Weaver, and Hollis picks up his 3rd.
Oh, boy.
So the 2 starting big men for Antietam, both with 3 fouls.
Coach Green subs in. Williams is coming in.
Yeah, Julius Williams.
6'5" freshman. Kind of nice to have some height coming off the bench, James. I mean, that's just awesome.
For sure. It's Sometimes it's hard to find on these rosters.
Especially at a lower level, the 2As.
Yeah. Another foul called, and that might be on Tiburcio. It is. That's 4 on him.
Oh, my.
6 minutes left in the second quarter. So that is critical for Antietam. He's going to have to sit for quite some time now.
Very critical.
That should probably have him on the bench here for throughout the first half.
I doubt if he'll come back. We might not see him until the fourth quarter. We'll see. We'll see what they do.
Antietam with a 4-point lead.
I mean, Hurst is good at getting in the lane. He's sneaky. I mean, that's the way I describe him. And when we're writing games up for LO Hoops, he's just sneaky. He uses his left. He uses his right. He doesn't look athletic, but he can jump. He runs and he handles. So he's the engine for those guys.
There's Archambault for 3. No good, but Lubis the rebound. Weaver the block. Shell gets the block, and then he's fouled by Josh McCoy. That'll be McCoy's first. 7 fouls for Antietam, 5 for Lancaster Mennonite.
A lot of times at these games, we don't get a lot of foul shooting, but we're in the 1-on-1 already, so it might come down to which team's shooting the foul shots better before it's all done. I mean, Mennonite's down, but they're in the 1-on-1. They're in the bonus already with 5 minutes to go, so I'm sure that they'll take advantage of that.
Yeah, 8 fouls for Antietam, not 7. I was a little ahead of the board up in front of us. But here's Hurst's first attempt at the front end of the 1-and-1, and he hits it.
He's a very good foul shooter. Very good.
He hits them both. 8 points now.
1 point game here.
There's McCoy, gets it off to Montero. Back to McCoy in the corner.
We'll see who the points come from the Mountaineers.
McCoy works the baseline, tries to go inside. Weaver gets a hand in the lane. Now it's quickly up to Hurst.
There's the Euro step and a block. Oh.
Good recovery there by Antietam.
I don't know if that was off the glass or not. Don't know. Turnover. Or not.
Williams fights away with the basketball. Shot by McCoy's no good. Rebound missed. And he pushes it up to Hurst.
There we go. Euro step with the left hand. I'll tell you, James, he's just sneaky is what he is.
Very
he's just
sneaky.
Slinky and sneaky.
He's weaving in and out of traffic every time he touches that basketball.
Yeah, we got a timeout by Coach Green.
Yep, Antietam takes a full timeout with 4 minutes, 42 seconds left on the clock. 19-18 the score in favor of Lancaster Mennonite. Again, today's game brought to you by Spooky Nook Basketball, the leader for all your basketball needs. Everything from tournaments, leagues, camps, and personal training. Spooky Nook Basketball on LL Hoops.
I'll tell you, the Nook's been good to us. Absolutely. Coach Shipper up there runs a great it's amazing what they do. You know, they have individual, they have teams, they have camps. You know, we retweet a lot of their stuff, and it's really grown. The Spooky Nook is known, you know, not only in our area, but state of Pennsylvania, big AAU tournaments up there. And I know they run a lot of summer league games. I saw Mennonite this summer up there, so it's good that we have a really good relationship with them. I'm really happy for them and for us to be partnered up.
For sure. A great sponsor of LL Hoops. Thanks for tuning in. James Hine, Del Jackson, executive producer Bruce Badgley, and our cameraman Jordan Piper. So we're back underway. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Antietam with the basketball. Lubis drives in, gets it out to McCoy now. Thinks about the three. Instead, here's Tiburcio.
Oh, give and
back
go.
in the game.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
And he gets it to McCoy. So Coach Green trusting his senior to out there with 4 fouls. for Antietam, 32. Keep an eye on him.
Well, I bet you he told him to stay down on all shots. Speaking of a shot,
Camden Hurst.
Hurst is starting to, I don't even know if say starting to warm up, but he's warm.
Yeah, he's feeling it. 13 points here in the first half so far, leading the way for the Blazers.
All right. Well, one thing Coach Green did is he's opening the floor.
You saw he put on the
takes it in
brakes.
with 4 fouls. He takes it to the rack.
He definitely put on the brakes as soon
my
as he saw people
golly.
coming towards him. A great
boy.
job there by Tiburcio.
I'm sure Coach Green told him to stay down on this end. So they don't have him in the middle anymore, James. He's out in the wing. So he's not in the middle of the action. Garden Weaver.
Yeah, he's got a good 2-3 feet in between each person he's covering too.
Yeah, he does.
Here's a 3-point shot from
nice
Taylor.
follow.
Back out to Taylor. Now he's driving in. Right hand. Can't get it to go.
Tip,
Weaver tries to tip it in.
Turnover.
Tiburcio lost it. And he's in danger down there, Tiburcio.
Is he out?
Tried to take a block.
They didn't call that on him, did they? 11.
Yeah, no, he was on the ground when the foul occurred. So
Boy.
it's Noah Archambault that picks up the foul. That'll put David Weaver at the line.
Coach Green staring off into the stands. He's like, oh my.
9 team fouls for Antietam. 5 for Lancaster Catholic. As Weaver misses the first.
We got some major coaching decisions going on here.
Yeah, Weaver puts it in. He's got 8 points now. 23-22 lead. As we're under 3 minutes to play in the second quarter.
Again, the Mountaineers are spreading it. They're trying to take a little time off the clock, get some open drives.
There's Tiburcio.
Telling Tiburcio not to get his 5th. There was a little push off he got away with.
And Lubis creating space for McCoy. Drives in, now dishes it out to Archambault.
Yeah. Coach Green definitely told him to take good shots.
There's Lubis for 3. No good.
Weaver tipped it out, but he tipped it to his guy. Oh!
Unfortunate sequence there for David Weaver. He tips it out. Josh McCoy gets it, runs right back at him, and Weaver picks up the foul.
Coach Buckwalter doesn't say too much, but he had some words with the referee over there. He's not demonstrative. Coach isn't really demonstrative with the officials. Really low-key type of guy. Just like I said, he's been around. His team's been really good.
Tiburcio, the rebound off the missed
See,
free
now
throw.
Weaver's on the bench, so that's gonna help. That's gonna help the Mountaineers. Here comes a breakout.
This is Mast with it.
Charge.
And they get him with the charge. Charge taken by Noah Archambault for the Mountaineers.
Might have a bloody nose there. I don't know.
And Mast, that's the 3rd on Mast.
Well, foul trouble both ways.
Yeah, so Halverson checks back in for Mast.
Yeah, that hurts them because he's their second leading scorer. They got Weaver on the bench and they got him on the bench as well. So look for Hurst.
There's Lubis working it inside, can't finish the layup. Good defense there by the Blazers, and now Cam Hurst brings it across. Shell for 3. Too strong, rebound Hollis. Able to get it to Montero before stepping out of bounds, and Tiburcio brings it up.
Again, real spread here. They're letting a little contact on the ball go. It looks like it just a little. They're letting a little contact go.
There's Hollis, the drive.
Charge.
They're going to get him for a charge. Oh my goodness! 4 fouls on him.
Oh my!
So now 2 of the big men in trouble.
He's not a happy camper for sure. That's what I'm seeing. So those block charges are 50-50, but, you know, when you got 3 or 4 fouls, the 50-50 sometimes can go against you, hurt you.
And it just seems to always go against you when you're in that situation.
Seems that way.
Minute 17 left in the second quarter. You inbound this from the side now. Cam Hurst.
Tiburcio's out there with 4 too, James.
And Hollis has taken a seat. And
we got us a tie game. After all the fouls and things, we're 23 all.
17 total fouls as Hurst shot rattles out. Loose ball. Shell has it. David Shell gets it back to Halverson for a shot from the foul line. No good. Josh McCoy the rebound. And another foul call. It's going to be on David Shell. That's his first.
Antietam shooting now.
Foul on number 10, David Shell. His first team in a penalty.
It's interesting to see when you look up at the board here at Giant Center on the Lancaster Mennonite side, there's only one person on the floor that has any points.
That's because the second and third leading scorers are sitting on the bench.
And that's Cam Hurst has 13 points, and that's the only person that has scored so far here in the first half that's currently on the floor. So 54.9 seconds, 24-23, one more shot for McCoy, and he hits it. So 2-point lead now for Antietam.
All right, let's see how the chess match goes here. We're 51 seconds. Antietam's in the 2-3 zone. I just don't think either of these teams, they want to shoot the ball, but we'll see. I mean, Mennonite kind of went for the last shot, and they shot a little bit quick the last quarter. They almost gave up a layup at the other end on the quick shot. I think if, oh boy.
A double dribble.
Oh.
Called on
I wasn't paying attention. Cam's looking at the ref. He's looking at the coach. It's like, oh, well, what did I do?
I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary either. But 20 seconds left now in the second quarter. Tiburcio with
He's
it.
got 4. He's got to watch himself on the drive. He might get the drive at the end. I think here's our guy right here.
Yeah, McCoy.
Yep.
Blocked by Hurst. Loose ball. David Shell has it. Pushes it up to Taylor. Gets it.
Wow.
And in.
Wow.
The basket and the foul for Jaden Taylor.
A lot of strength there. Just going to the rack. And I thought the defender had a good angle, but he didn't quite get in front of him perpendicular.
Julius Williams checks back in, and Taylor will have one shot to take the lead with 3.4 seconds left in the second quarter. Short rebound, Archambault gets it up to McCoy. The long
shot.
Court shot
off the glass,
but no good. So we head to halftime with the score 25-25. Antietam and Lancaster Mennonite here in the District 3 2A Championship. A good first half, plenty of fouls. If you like fouls, we had plenty of those. 18 total fouls, 13 points leads the way for Lancaster Mennonite. The Blazers, as Cam Hurst has 13, and the leading point scorer for Antietam is Josh McCoy at 7. So Dell and I are going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back here shortly. Bruce Badgley is going to jump on and come back a couple minutes here before halftime. And just stay with us. Today's game on LL Hoops brought to you by Spooky Nook and PA Fitness. We'll be back shortly.
Okay, halftime of the PIAA District 3 2A title game. Antietam and Lancaster Mennonite tied at 25. Bruce Badgley on board here with you after a very entertaining first half. Very entertaining in the fact that not only are we tied, but so much action back and forth, up and down, blocks. The very interesting point is leading scorer for Antietam, Hector Tiburcio. 4 fouls, played most of the first half with those 4 fouls. Very, very interesting. And a late 3-point play there by Jaden Taylor of Lancaster Mennonite. And we're tied at 25. And for Mennonite, gosh, Camden Hurst, what can you say about him? 13 points to lead all scorers or to lead Lancaster Mennonite. Just a very entertaining half. And very entertaining listening to my buddy Dell here on color. And let me go ahead and bring in James Hine. What is it like to be, with the man, the myth, the legend?
Well, I mean, Dell, it's been fun with Dell. It's my first time calling a game with Dell, and he's responsible for everything you see on LL Hoops. And be sure to support LL Hoops. Check out the website. Always tune into the broadcasts and the content. But even in the breaks, it's been great to catch up with Dell just on his philosophy in running the website and getting the information out there for everybody to tune in and have everything they need for the Lancaster Lebanon League. Just does a great job there, and I'm having a blast with Dell as my color guy here, and looking forward to this second half. We got a lot to look forward to, and it could get very interesting, especially on the Antietam side with 2 guys with 4 fouls. So my buddy Dell's going to come back in here with me here shortly as we count down just about a minute away from the start of the second half. Welcome back, Dell.
I'm back, brother. We got us a great game going. I mean, a lot of X and O's going on, a lot of fouls being called.
Yeah, a great game 1 for LL Hoops here. We got 3 games coming your way. Columbia and York Catholic coming up next. That's on the NFH network. That's at, I think, 4:15. Is it?
Yes. Yeah. The other games are all on the NFHS. I put links up on the website so people can go there. It's best if people are into it to sign up ahead of time so they got all that credit card information. I signed up last night, so that's the best way to go. Go to the link. Put your credit card information in there, watch the games. And the nice thing is with the NFHS, you pay 1 fee, you're good for 30 days, so that'll take us all the way through the PIAAs. And I know Eric Thomas and Warren Goodling call the games for the boys, and I think Bruce is doing the girls. I think he's got Bob Long going with him this year.
Yes, I believe so. As we're just about ready to get underway, it's Jaden Mass to inbound the basketball. And the Blazers will have the possession here first in the third quarter. That ball's out of bounds. And they have Tiburcio up here and Hollis.
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah.
They're both at the top.
Well, they played him early, so they're going to play him late as well. 2-3 zone. Oh, I see. Coach put him on top. You're right. He put him on top, keep him out of foul trouble.
And then as soon as we say that, Hollis went right over to trap and started leaning over Cam Hurst.
He's aggressive, that's for sure.
Shot from Hollis is no good. Mast. Ball off of Mast's hands and lands in Jaden Taylor's hands. Now Mast with it again. We'll see if they get it into Weaver here.
Yeah, there he's working on the baseline. They did get it into him right away.
There it is, David Weaver. A big mismatch underneath. They have Josh McCoy in the middle underneath, but still Weaver no match for
Mennonite in the man-to-man. Loomis does a good job getting into the lane. I was impressed with him in the first half.
And then he kicks it out, and not too many three-point shots here in the first half, but Lubis gets the dribble penetration and then finds the
A
open
turnover.
man. Tiburcio lost the handle, and Taylor's there to take it right away and lay it in for an easy 2 as Mennonite takes the lead up to 4. 29-25, 6 minutes, 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. There's Josh McCoy. And they're keeping Tiburcio almost at half court here.
Weaver with a big rip.
And a miss by Lubis. Weaver the rebound.
Oh, they got the mismatch inside. Let's see if they get it to him.
There's Hurst. Drives, gets the shot off, no good. Loose ball.
Rebound.
Mast has it. He goes right back in. Montero gets a hand in there. Now Taylor, mid-range jumper. Spins out. Weaver.
Double tip.
Can't get it. Can't grab it.
Who pulled it down there?
That's Hector Tiburcio.
Tiburcio with his 4 fouls.
And Lubis worked with it now. Goes across to Josh McCoy.
Got Hurst matched up with Hollis.
Good spin move
Yeah,
by
beautiful,
McCoy.
beautiful spin move in the middle.
Cuts that lead in half. 2-point game now. 5 to play in the third. Go back inside to the big man, Weaver. Shot's a little too strong. McCoy the rebound. Tiburcio. Anytime contact.
He's aggressive every time. Yeah, every time there's contact, we're like, oh.
Holding our breath. As Hollis is unable to finish that. And the Blazers quickly back on their end of the floor. Here's Hurst. Thought about the 3. Drives in, kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor drives right back in, gets the layup to fall.
James, we're about the 4-minute mark. Guess how many fouls been called in this quarter?
0.
That would be 0. That's correct.
We might have.
There we go. I jinxed it. We talk about adjustments at halftime from the coaches. Sometimes the referees adjust too.
Yeah.
Then sometimes they're like, we can't have all these guys fouling out. Oh, we had an issue there with the clock. Let's see what they do. Okay. So the ball was passed in. The clock was a little late. The horn was a little late, but no issues.
And so the foul was on Jaden Taylor from Lancaster Mennonite. Now David Shell's on the floor for the Blazers.
Shell's a real strong player. He'll take the ball to the rack.
There's Lubis. With a nice
again,
finish.
down the middle.
Now Cam Hurst brings it up.
Weaver's starting in the high post, and he's passing out of that, and then he'll roll down into the corner. Turnover.
Hurst loses the handle. Now Tiburcio has it. Being as cautious as can be.
Very, very cautious on that drive.
Puts it in to tie this one up.
Good for him. Good adjustments.
Here's Shell, goes inside to Weaver. Weaver gets it into Hurst underneath the basket. He kicks it out to
Hirsch,
yes, for 3.
Hirsch with a 3.
That's his first points of the game. 34-31, 3 minutes to play in the third. McCoy.
We're all spread out here again. We're looking for drives, obviously.
Nice
what a spin move. That was beautiful.
And McCoy's done that a couple times
here
here tonight.
He ran right into the big guy, though. There's a 3, back-to-backs.
Carson Lubis for 3. And trading baskets here in the second half.
I'm thinking we're pretty evenly matched here.
There's
my
Declan
Hirsch
again.
Oh, so as James just said, there was no 3s, and it's like bang, bang, bang.
3 in a row. Here's Tiburcio
Maybe
for
4.
3. Yes.
It was 4.
4 straight 3s, 2 aside, 37 all. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to play in the third. They try to get it inside the
Turnover.
Weaver, stolen away by Tiburcio.
It won't be a 3 on this possession.
There's Montero, and
Nice.
gets it off to
Beautiful.
Hollis for the finish. Great transition
Beautiful
basketball by the Mountaineers. And
Coach-
a timeout to the Blazers.
Coach Buckwalter, knowing what I know about him, he's not real pleased with the defense right now.
I want to thank our sponsor, PA Fitness, with locations in Exeter, Wyomissing, Hershey, and 2 in York. Memberships start at $9.95 per month. Visit pafitnessclub.com to start your membership today.
That's Bruce's go-to place, is it not?
That is, yes. I believe he goes to the one in Wyomissing. It's a nice facility. I've been there before. But yeah, if you're in the Wyomissing area, you could lift some weights with our executive producer, Bruce Badgley.
It's always good to tell everybody that's sponsoring us to thank them for putting these games on. All right, after the timeout, we'll see what adjustments. It looks like the Mountaineers have got things going. Coach Green's got his players out there with 4 fouls and hanging tough. Mm-hmm. And Mennonite, we'll see what they do. They got Weaver on the bench right now.
And Shell has the basketball inside now.
Inside
to Halverson.
High-low.
To Taylor.
Oh,
gets it
he
to
sneaks
fall.
it in and one.
Nice job by Jaden Taylor to go up strong to the basket. And he has a chance to take a 1-point lead.
McCoy's foul. He seems like the only guy that doesn't have foul trouble out there.
Yeah, it's his second for McCoy. And Taylor misses the free throw, so it stays tied at 39. Tiburcio brings it up. There's Lubis to McCoy.
I'm thinking the adjustment that Coach Buckwalter made was he took Weaver out, so they're matching up better on the perimeter. McCoy taking the ball to the rack again. He is tough to handle.
The leading scorer for the Mountaineers with 16 points per game. He's got 11 so far. Shot, no good.
Tip up.
Tipped
Another
again.
tip up.
And Montero finally comes down with the rebound. As Weaver's walking back up to check back in. Here's Lubis working inside. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Hirsch.
I tell you, Mennonite has 2 scorers sitting to come into the game. So they're having problems putting some points up right now.
We got a tie up and a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing the direction of Antietam. 38.7 seconds left in the third, 41-39. David Weaver and Cam Hurst check back in for the Blazers. Looks like Noah Archambault is on the floor now for the Mountaineers.
Now, I know Weaver was sitting there to get in. He's got 2 fouls, so I don't think he'll be real aggressive if they drive at him.
Here's Archambault. The other player in. They took the 2 guys with 4 fouls out. and
McCoy's the guy. He's going to get the ball here at the end, I think.
As we approach 10 seconds.
He's working on it. He's trying to get it. There we go.
3 Blazers collapse on him. Archambault has it.
Tough
Gets
shot.
the shot off. Can't get it to fall. Weaver the rebound, and time expires in the third quarter. It's 41-39 at the end of 3. Antietam with the lead. Total of 2 fouls in the third quarter.
Yep.
After 18 in the first half, both teams have settled down. There's not many more fouls that each team can really give without dipping deep into their bench.
Well, it's good that our players are on the floor. You know, I mean, it's always good to have your better players on the floor. It makes for a better game, obviously, and the players adjust. You know, the thing is with the districts, you have different crews, so neither of these teams have had this officiating crew. You know, there's 4 chapters running out there. There's the Mid-Penn, there's the Berks, there's the LL, and what am I missing? York. I think I said York. So there's four chapters, and then we have an LL team versus a Berks team, so neither of those chapters can have that game. Right. So these guys haven't probably run into the reffing crews before, and you know there's always an adjustment, always for the players and the officials.
That's something we've seen throughout our broadcasts. In each game, there's been something in particular from each ref group that they keep a focus on. The first game we covered was a girls' game, and it was the 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then the next game,
we saw carries.
Carries against LS. Ty Burton was
he hadn't been
getting
called for carry
carries
all year. All right, here we go.
Inside now to Hurst, and he's fouled.
He got hammered.
McCoy, that's his 3rd. So now I got to keep an eye on Josh McCoy for Antietam. 3 fouls.
And they didn't give him shooting foul. They called it underneath. I don't think he had a chance to get the ball up, James. I think he was just tackled.
Yeah.
I mean, he did the bump fake, and he didn't get the ball up. All right, Lubis goes to the bench.
And Montero relieves him.
They're having problems getting it in. All right, go deep.
Hurst to Hirsch.
Hirsch is the 3-point shooter. Uh-oh, turnover.
Ooh,
nope.
Good job, body control there by Jovan Hollis. Masked for 3. No good, but there's Hurst inside.
Good board.
He just cut right underneath Tiburcio.
Okay, all right. The referee on the outside, I was watching underneath, and I was waiting for the whistle underneath, and it came from the sideline.
Archambault the foul, but Tiburcio was in the area.
Yes, yes.
And Hurst at the line hits the 1st.
Here we go. Tied up. 7 minutes to go.
7:23 on the clock. 15 points now for Cam Hurst. 2 players with 11 for Antietam. That's McCoy and Tiburcio.
Man to man. I think Mennonite's been in the man the whole game. They don't play a lot of zone.
Here's Tiburcio, drives, kicks it out.
That was nice.
Off Montero, and he finishes the play. Alejandro Montero.
That was a good assist. Montero was right there. Pretty happy going the other end.
Here's Mast working the baseline. McCoy gets a hand in there, and it trickles out of bounds. It'll stay with the Blazers.
Mennonite had some issues getting the ball in the last time. All right, that was a little bit better, a little quicker.
Here's Taylor inside, gets it back out to Hurst. Hurst.
Look at that, switch hands, drive, went from left to right. Tell you, James, he's silky, slinky, silky.
Yeah.
He just
fun to watch.
He has good body control.
Here's Tiburcio.
Oh.
He's fouled. Let's see who this is on.
I think it was on Weaver. Nope.
You're going to give it to
Hirsch.
Declan Hirsch.
Number 12. Short.
Actually, they gave it to Cam Hurst. That's Hurst's 2nd. I think everything's opposite for us from our vantage point.
Okay, yeah, I was looking at the hands, and I saw 1 and a 2.
Here's Hurst now.
And they got him on the top. High screen, kick out. There's
Hirsch
a shooter.
For 3,
nope.
No good. Loose ball. Tiburcio quickly up to Hollis. Hollis goes for the jam, but instead just lays it in.
Almost our dunk there, James. Almost.
That would have completed the total package of basketball plays in this game.
He got up.
46-43, 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in the 4th. Blazers with the basketball.
Antietam with a I can't say a comfortable lead, but it's been their first lead for a while here.
Weaver gets it to Hirsch for 3.
Oh,
Too strong.
air ball.
It ends
Good
up in
rebound,
the hands of
though.
Hurst. Cam Hurst can't finish it. Loose ball again. Now and finds its way to Hirsch. He gets it into the corner now for Hurst, and he can't get the three-point shot to fall. Now ball's bouncing around. Finally brought out by Alejandro Montero.
Blocked
by Hirsch.
Wow. He came out of nowhere.
Now Hurst driving in. Kicks it out to Taylor.
All right, we went from a lot of whistles to no whistles in a hurry.
Could have been a
Coach
travel
Buckwalter's
down
like,
there.
what the heck? They're running the high-low against the zone. They got Weaver down in the hole this time.
Here's Declan Hirsch to Mast. Steps in for the jumper. Hits it. 1-point game.
Timeout.
And looks like it's going to be Antietam's timeout. 3 timeouts left for Antietam. 4 for Lancaster Mennonite. 4 minutes, 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. In a good matchup. Very balanced game. Number 3 Lancaster Mennonite Blazers and the number 1 seeded Antietam Mountaineers.
The nice thing from the coaching point of view for Coach Green and the Mountaineers is with 4 minutes to go, now those guys with 4 fouls can play a little more aggressive. So they, it's not quite full bore, but they can play a little bit harder. And the way the whistles are here in the second half, it's been a total turnaround. So we got a total of five fouls called. So obviously they've adjusted. Let's just put it that way.
Yep, for sure.
Let's see. It looks like Mennonite's in a zone for the first time. Weaver's patrolling the middle. And we'll see. Right now, Mountaineers just passing the ball around, trying to figure out what they want to do.
Yeah, McCoy has it.
Looks like they're content right now. Assistant coaches are calling some things out.
Well, the more time you take off, the less you have to worry about those guys with 4 fouls.
Exactly, and they're up by a point. Now, neither team going to be shooting one-on-one. So, going down the stretch here, you're going to see the team that's behind. They're going to have to foul a little bit just to put that pressure one-on-one. Oh, a three ball.
Tiburcio misses, but there's Jovan Hollis with the rebound. Now Tiburcio drives, kicks it out to Montero to McCoy.
A little more action here.
And Lubis tries to get it. And
they got a break if they run.
Mast working the baseline. Gets
Big
it to
guy.
Weaver, and he finishes.
With his right hand.
Mennonite takes the lead 47-46. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left in the fourth.
Okay, we had some again. We have some good chess matches going on here by the coaches. This time it looks like Mennonite's backing their man,
and
Antietam's just kind of waiting,
taking the air out of the ball.
See if we can get McCoy isolated. And again, these guys with 4 fouls, they can go right now. It doesn't have to be all McCoy.